So we are in that park, if you remember, Eagle-Eyed Views. This is the park where we reviewed that Nikon grip. Exciting stuff. You probably didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. And I edited it as well.
And just before we carry on, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, the place to go to if you want to set up your own slick-looking website or online store.
Yeah, what's up, Kai W? I don't know why I did that. I just suddenly decided that's my thing, my new gang sign. But I'm here because I've got a brand new Nikon. That is the Z8, which is a Z9 with a bit chopped off. It shares so many similarities in terms of the looks, the body design. I mean, the prism looks very similar, even down to all the buttons and dials here. It is lacking a drive mode dial, which you have here on the Z9. It's still got this tilty flippy screen that flips that way and does that on the Z9 also. Of course, one major difference is that the card slot, it's got an SD card slot now. The Z9 has double XQD slots there. That's the difference. And also the battery. Of course, the Z9 has big, huge battery, like so. Oh, that's got NPS on it. That's how pro it is. It comes with an NPS sticker as well, because it's for pro people.
36 watt hour. This is 16 watt hour.
But yeah, as you can see, it looks like it might be a shutter, but that's just the dust cover. You know, that's just to protect the sensor from smidge going into your delicate bits. But essentially, if I switch it on, there we are. Look, that's me taking a shot. Nothing moves because it's all completely electronic shutter, just like the Z9, completely electronic shutter. Let's put the lens back on. It's really nice in the hands.
It's lighter than a D850.
This is over a kilogram. This is 900 grams. So
it's a really heavy mirror.
Yeah, well, and I mean, it's got a glass pentaprism, so you've got some glass in there as well. Oops, bonk. I should put a card in there, actually, shouldn't I? I mean, it's quite handy to have the SD card slot. That's perhaps an indication of who they're aiming this at. The SD card slot is like, oh, I'm coming up from my cheaper, my Z5. I've still got SD cards. What can I do? Oh, here we go. It's fine. You've got SD card. And then, because you've got the expensive card slot, you can slowly migrate to that, invest in that, or not. You know, lots of really fast-moving subjects here, which is perfect for this kind of camera. This will be good with it because it's practically the same as the Z9. In fact, I'm running out of things to say because we might as well just list all specs here. The specs will go down the screen like this. It's the same as the Z9.
Check out the video.
Check out the video and then just do that. Every time you see the Z9, and just block off the bottom part of the Z9. It's practically the same thing. Oh yeah, it's that drum machine. I mean, I'm on 120 frames per second burst. It can do that. And it's got pre-burst as well, so you can do 120 frames even before you're not taking a shot. That's how amazing it is. I'm taking 120 frames of lock just standing there. Yeah, have a bit of movement lock. Shake your head like a nutter.
Compared to the competition, the Z8's burst compares quite favourably. That is, if electronic shutter's alright with you.
Oh, why has it gotten cat face detection?
I'm not a cat.
I've kind of realised that. They've improved the AF. I think they're going to change the firmware of the Z9 to bring everything nicely together, so it's exactly the same camera. I noticed that they've got plain whole body cockpit or half body or something like that. There's no planes here in a minute. There's birds. Let's put 7200 on, because this is very wide, and we've got some wildlife here. Oh look, there's a pigeon. There's a pigeon. No, look. Okay. Damn you, pigeon. Doesn't like pigeons. I don't like pigeons either. Apart from when they're on the plate. They're quite nice, but very bony. Not much meat. I digress. I should go back on topic. So it's still got 45 megapixels. Obviously, I mean, it's the same camera. We can put the specs, roll the specs down again, just so you remember. There's a bird on the... That's at least a bit more interesting than the pigeons looking for some food on the floor. Yes. I feel like Tony Northrup. Oh yes. It feels as good as Z9. It feels really sharp.
Okay, I haven't been given much choice for subjects, but this feels so swift to achieve focus and keep tracking subjects. I have been fortunate enough to have had more opportunities with a Z9 and fast-moving subjects, and I've been really impressed with how it performs. The Z8 will have the same AF performance too, along with a cool custom wide area AF. In fact, they said have tweaked the AF algorithms on the Z8 so it should be even slightly better than the Z9. So it is pretty cool that this is essentially their flagship camera in a different case.
However, it does have some slight differences. It's got 2 USB-Cs. One's for communications, one is for charging. So you can charge it there. And then you can, they've also got a little adapter for Ethernet for, you know, pro shooters. We don't, yeah, we don't need that. We don't need to know about that. Or communicating to other things, aliens or something. No. Full size HDMI, of course. Not been on the side. But the battery, you know, Canon, Nikon, the same. They use batteries from way back. So D850, same battery. Yeah, if you like. And you know, they don't get enough love for their viewfinders. It's really massive and bright.
I don't have the exact specs of the Z8 Finder, but I love it. Blackout free, of course, and huge. But if you're looking at the competition, Sony's A7R5 has a rather fab viewfinder too.
But from what they're saying, they're kind of pushing this as a camera for use for video.
And why not? Up to 12-bit RAW, ProRes 422 HQ, all internal, with log and hybrid log gamma too.
What we got here? We got RAW 12-bit, ProRes RAW HQ 12-bit, ProRes 422 HQ 10-bit, H265 10-bit. All right, let's try that. I've just got on the flat picture profile. I haven't got an N-log. Put it all the way on 200. Well, their stabilization system is pretty good. Let's see what the rolling shutter is like. It's really pretty good, actually.
If it's exactly the same as Z9, it will be the best rolling shutter for hybrid camera 8K. With that stabilization, those recording options and low rolling shutter, it's a very formidable camera for video. On top of the fact that it's an amazing stills camera.
I don't know what the price is. They haven't given a price. But if you think about it, if they priced this very similar to the A7R5, it could be a very good choice. Because I think the body is just better. It's got a better balance, especially with longer lenses like this. And the grip, you know, I've not got big hands, but if you've got big hands and you don't want a camera with the grip, the pro battery grip, this has got more than enough grippage than you ever need, unless you're like the Hulk or something.
The only thing I can imagine people complaining about is that it doesn't have a mechanical shutter, or silly stuff like it doesn't have a vlogging screen, or that it's not Canon or Sony. But the Z8 is priced at £3,999, similar to the R5 and A7R5, and if there's any camera to make you consider something other than those aforementioned brands, it's this, the Z8. This video is sponsored by Squarespace. If you want to set up your own domain, online retail space or website, it's super simple to get started and make your next move with Squarespace. With an easy to use interface filled with loads of templates and backed up with 24/7 customer service. You can try it out with a 14-day free trial and get 10% off your first order with this link and discount code.
I just can't get enough shots of Locke standing still. And we've got some wildlife here. This is like, we're practically in a wetland reserve here. This is
We are Nat Geo.
Oh. That's nothing to do with Nat Geo, is it? I wonder if they'll eventually have like face, eye, half body, full body, arse. You know, some porn photographers probably need it, don't they? They need like a
Fire hydrant. What's it called? Fire hydrant?
Is that like a way of saying jizzing?
No.
What's the word porn?
No, it's like that. When you log into a website, you have to pick the fire hose thing from picture.
Oh, yeah.
This is an AI thing. This just something AI like to do. Maybe they will have that fire hose thing.
Do you know what he's talking about? The thumbnail shot! I have to get to my car park before they clamp it. It's like just The Shining. Oh. That'll do, won't it?